concerning the number of charges that were written, what the charges were. The operations plan is key in determining whether or not it was a legal checkpoint, and even if it was legal, if it was legally done, it may give you information that you can use when you are arguing that your state should prohibit the practice. Arlington gave us a ton. Let's look at theirs. And you're going to find this, it starts off, Arlington's operation plan starts off with a justification for the checkpoint. The Arlington County Police Department Special Operations Section. I always think there should be some deep organ music whenever that's. Thank you very much. Section is conducted research on motorcycle crashes over the past 10 years, which resulted in alarming news on the rise of motorcycle fatalities. Research conducted by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, a wholly unbiased organization. Conducted research revealed motorcycle fatalities continue their 10-year increase. It said the highest number since NHTSA started collecting fatality crash data in 1975. Even though there has been a significant decrease in passenger vehicle fatalities, motorcycle fatalities continue to rise every year and now account for 13% of total motor vehicle fatalities. Now here's the interesting part of it. Crash data obtained from the Virginia Department of Motor Vehicles revealed not only a significant rise in motorcycle fatalities since 1999, but a 73% rise in motorcycle fatalities from 2006 to 2007. Updated information is not available. Now you'll notice the date of this plan, May 25th, 2011. Now I am sure that the Arlington County Police Department Special Operations Unit is a fine outfit. I am sure that it is the best of the best that are on such an elite team. So I was tempted to just take this information at face value. But I knew that they probably didn't have access to a super secret website that only I apparently know about. So I went on the Department of Transportation's website. And if
whereupon you found updated data.
Updated information.
I really got news for you. A lot of other people know about it.
Damn it. Well, apparently the Arlington County Special Operations Unit does not. And so I went on, and you can go into the crash. Your DMVs probably have the same exact thing. And I went on, and yes, I'll tell you what, 2006, there were 70 motorcycle fatalities in Virginia. In 2007, I was already aware it had gone up to 126. It was just this spike. Notice that's when they stopped their research. Well, then we checked 2008, 79. 2009, 71. 2010, back up to 78. So levels had immediately come back down. That was not in this report. So,
You're not accusing them of cherry picking their data.
I wouldn't think of doing such a thing.
Okay.
All right.
This guy's got sarcasm down to a science.
So this is what they say. If you look, the next thing is, after obtaining this information, they will conduct a motorcycle safety driver's license checkpoint. And probably, if you look at the rules of checkpoints, if all they were doing is if they said, this is what we're going to do for motorcycle licenses. Because there have been a ton of fatalities in Virginia that are single vehicle folks that didn't have motorcycle operators permits. They didn't have their inventory. And probably in court, that would be justified. Not if we had a statute that said they couldn't. So if you go on through the pages, even on page 3, they even go through what the officers are going to ask of each and every person. They talk about how it's going to be set up, and they do a pretty good job in this plan of following the rules that they're supposed to follow. Even on how they're going to deal with backups. If there's backups, then all the motorcycles will be let through until the traffic clears, and then we'll start stopping everyone again. Look on page 2 or 4. This, I think, was a gift to us, page 2. When you look at the reason why they chose the location that they did,
Yeah.
They chose the location because it was revealed that over the past several years, 11 motorcycle accidents have occurred along Route 1. The site also selected due to the high volume of motorcycles that utilize Route 1 during Memorial Day weekend attending special event called Rolling Thunder. They specifically admitted that they targeted Rolling Thunder. Now, while it might not be illegal to do that, the General Assembly in Virginia, and probably much like your own legislative entities, are filled with, if not patriotic folks, folks that get elected by at least claiming they're patriotic. All right? So this is going to be very useful, because what they're doing is they are stopping people who are on their way to pay tribute to those that made the greatest sacrifice possible in defense of our freedom. So the Arlington County Police Department celebrates that by depriving those very people of their own freedom. I can't wait to argue that.
Lucas said to be available in the law.
We'll make videos of that.
Was
But
Palin
here's-
involved in the stop?
I'm sure she did not get stopped. Now here's, I think, one of the best things we can argue, and this is why I always ask for what were the tickets written. You look and see all the people that were involved, all right? Now this checkpoint took place between 12 p.m. and 7 p.m. 7 hours they conducted it. There were 17 police personnel ranging from officers to lieutenants. There were 2 additional towing and logistic persons. So that's 19 individuals that they had to pay. And let's just assume that they only paid them from 12 to 7, even though we know they didn't. They had to set up. There had to be a certain amount of training that took place. There was a certain breakdown. But even if we just use the 10 to 7, that's 133 man-hours that they ended up having to pay. They stopped. They stopped 529 motorcycles, according to their own information right here. Now, you got to think that if they stopped 529 motorcycles, that they deprived many more people of their freedom of movement, because most of the folks that go to Rolling Thunder are riding 2 up. A lot of times you got 2 people going there. So my guess is it was probably closer to 800 or 900 people that were actually stopped. So, 133 man-hours, 7-hour checkpoint, 700 or 800 people deprived of their liberty to move freely, to go and celebrate those who gave all, and they were able to issue 11 citations.
But the motorcyclists thought it was overwhelming with coffee.
Yeah. I haven't heard from them.
Yeah.
I have not heard from them. Even my die-hard, my police friends that ride are appalled by what happened.
I bet you they show sarcasm like you.
Yes, very. Yeah, that's ever.
That's
Thanks.
why
I'm very much. 11 citations. They even break down what those citations are.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Did you see how?
What is a highway sign violation?
That is someone who ran a stop sign before they came up to the checkpoint, so I don't think you can count that as part of the checkpoint citation, which means they really wrote 10. Expired state inspection. Thank God they got him off the road. I feel safer now.
0.
All right? They actually did get one of those. Expired registration, another one. Yeah. No motorcycle operator. The biggest one, no motorcycle operation license, 6. 529 motorcycles. And you can get 6 people that didn't have their operator's license. You cannot, that screams to the legislators, if we make the argument right, that this does not justify depriving people of their freedom of movement.